What up, man? It's your boy K Moses live on the porch, man. I'm about to get right into it because I'm not for the horseplay right now. I'm not for the shenanigans or the theatrics. This gypsification that's going on right now has got me so irritated. Shout out to my boy Drew. He put this on my across my porch. Usually when I see stuff that's going on or whatever, I see it trending on Twitter or see a clip on Twitter or Instagram or on Facebook or whatever the case may be. And I had to speak on this. And I'm going to leave this definition up because I'm going to get on my soapbox today. And excuse me for sounding like, I don't want to sound like that. I'm not even going to use Dr. Umar because he's another one that's playing a character. He's got some truth to what he's saying and he plays his character well. But a lot of this stuff, and this is one of the main things I want to tell you, the stuff that y'all see on social media ain't real. It has reality to it, but it ain't real. So they play their character. That's the good thing about when a actor is very good. You believe him or her, and they may have some truth and they can play that shit real. But when you pull back the curtain and see all that, you see that there's a production that's going behind. You see that there's a director that's directing this bullshit. You see a lot of agenda being pushed. So when you come up and see these social media movies, these fucking Instagram TikTok clips that go viral and all this shit, some of it can be organic and some of it is already preordained, premeditated, already generated to do what it's supposed to do. And it's tearing down the black community and specifically targeting the black men. Because we getting torn down. We the ones getting villainized. And we the ones that have these gypsy Jezebel bedwenches that play in character or are being brainwashed and infected with BBL brain cells that's regurgitating this bullshit to say, hey, well, you're not a real man if you not doing this. Because the man told them to do that shit. The man told them to say that shit. And they believe in it. And they don't want to lose their spot. So they already going to be caught up in the method acting. And it's a sickness. And it's disgusting. And we're going to get into the shit. Because I'm tired of this shit. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy, man. This is great. Like, this is real crazy. Hold up. Pardon self. I had to catch my breath for a second and make sure we got everything right. But yeah, man. This is crazy where it's like this whole, like, this reality TV show, whether it's VH, and it's starting to just get out of control. And I've talked about this before in numerous videos. None of this stuff is going to stop till somebody gets hurt, somebody really gets injured or dies over this stuff, and then they're going to be like, oh, cut these cameras or whatever. Like, that's enough. We're going to be liable. We're going to be lawsuits and all this stuff. But also, too, they're able to get away with a lot of this stuff because, like I said, it's cheap labor. You don't have, the overhead is not that much or whatever, where you paying Hollywood actors to do this stuff or whatever. You can get some C or D-list actors, you feel what I'm saying, to go along with this shit. Then also, they trying to get their relevancy back or whatever, so they're going to promote this nonsense, this propaganda with ease. And then you got the ones that want to be aspiring gypsies to get into this stuff, so they going to just follow suit. Say what they need to say. They can be like, hey man, you need to start telling, you need to start putting the message out there that men need to start wearing dresses. And it'll be another a trending topic or whatever that people are going to talk about, debate about. All this stuff generates revenue, engagement, views, all this stuff. Money is being made off this bottom line. So a lot of this stuff that's being put out there, they don't even believe it, but it makes fucking money. And it's at the hindrance of the young black youth that's coming up to see this bullshit. And it's disgusting. So I wanted to put up this definition up here. I'm not going to read it, but I'll let you see it or whatever. We got a lot of method actors out here. This is worse than a Tyler Perry movie that's going on out here. Like, he could make movies based off of the clips. He might be behind it. I don't know. But he can make movies that just double back and be like, and he's doing it already off of these stigmas and these fucking uh, uh, um these thought processes that's put out there, whatever, about black men and black women and what's supposed to be and what's not. The black man always the villain or whatever. If the black man is not a villain or whatever, then he's a punk. He's sassy. People just throwing out words or whatever, don't even know what the hell that shit is or whatever. It's like, we can't win. Can't win. And then niggas got to know that or whatever. And then we fight amongst each other or whatever, because you got sip ass niggas, trick babies that's fighting with the real niggas. The passport niggas, there's a whole bunch of shit. But all this is generating revenue. It's not even about knowledge seeking or real enlightenment. Purposeful enlightenment. This is all about engagement, getting attention, and getting money. It's sick. But shout out to my boy Drew. I told you I was going to shout you out for posting this and let me know what's going on. Before I get into that, I just want to show you a couple of situations about these method actors and these C or D list people, whatever, that fall in line with this nonsense or have just been infected with BBL brain cells on the nonsense that's going on out here in these streets. So here's something right here. Listen to what this old trick baby got to say.
Everything about you is just on point, because women like that. The young men today are so, I just don't think men today like women. I think that, they don't want to take them out. They don't want to give them flowers. Mm-hmm. They like, yo, she could do that herself. And I had a conversation with this dude in Harlem. He said, you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do nothing for them. You can still, I say, yo, what, who raised you? Just back to what I'm saying. And to the young men who are listening, it's not about money, but you got to have accomplishments and you got to have a few dollars. Because either you're going to pay directly or indirectly. Now, some women, you got to put it right in their hand. You know kind of women those are. Mm-hmm. And then some women you're going to spend indirectly, a movie, a dinner, right. And then be man enough. See, everything is not about a purpose, right? Just because you're taking a woman out, doesn't mean you have to end up in bed. Right. It's not about that. Sometimes a girl is best to be a friend.
You might end up with, yes. All my best relationships are home girls,
man, and
women.
And you got to think about that.
That's right.
Because this woman that you turned out to be your friend, she grows to be a producer, a business person.
That's right.
Down the line.
That's right.
And because you're cool, that's your opportunity.
That is right.
And a lot of men don't think that way. Guys, start thinking that way. You ain't got to hit it. Just because you bought something don't mean you got to be mean.
So you hear this trick baby babble. Again, first of all, there's a lot going on. He's promoting loafing, tricking, putting the pussy on the pedestal, overvaluing women, devaluing yourself, not being honest and upfront. Like, if it's a genuine friendship between two men, right? Just, all right, that's my homeboy. No funny stuff in between where it's like, all right, that's my genuine homeboy. Why does they have, and I had a conversation with somebody in a barbershop about this. Why is it that I have to have a transaction attached to my love or my care or my friendship to this person? Why does it have to be transactional? Why does it, I have to pay for or I have to provide this in order to be friends? Now, I'm not saying you ain't supposed to do something or you can't do something out the kindness of your heart because that's what you want to do. But when you start putting parameters on, you're not a real man or you're not a real person or whatever if you don't do this for that person, that's bullshit. Because what is that person doing for you? If I have to give you something in order to prove my friendship or my loyalty to you or whatever the case may be, then I'm not a true friend. I'm just trying to buy your affection or loyalty or whatever. That shouldn't have to be bought. And this is the problem with the world because, again, everything is now promoted to be transactional. Money, money, money. Service, service, service. It's fucking ridiculous. There's a message and there's a reason behind this and people don't see it. They're just brainwashed by this shit. And that's why we have these conversations about woman ain't doing 50-50. Men gotta be the provider. Da-da-da, all this stuff. But then if a nigga turn up and start following these rules but start being fucking dicks and assholes to these people, whatever, you gotta treat people with respect or whatever, you're basically saying Okay, well, you have to pay for somebody, but you still got to be nice about it. Are you that way when you dealing with your bill collectors, or or if you get a service for your cable, or if you choose to live at a goddamn house or location, when you get this loan for a mortgage, is it your responsibility to be nice to them? No, you're paying them a service. You can be as bad as you want to be as long as you pay them the money. Because you're paying for a service or a property. Now, yes, you can say, yeah, that's not nice or whatever, but at the end of the day, if it's all about the money, whatever, a lot of people will take a lot of shit from people, whatever, if they're getting paid to do so. Because they need the money. If you don't need the money, the fuck I need to deal with you if you an asshole for? Or you feel that you're better than me. Or you feel that I own you. Or I can control you. But that's the position you put yourself in when you give this type of advice or whatever, and women so focused about getting the coin, getting the bag, and all this bullshit. I just wanted to put that out there. That's just what my thought process was. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Now, this is the clip right here that got sent. And shout out to my boy Drew. There you go. He posted this shit in the Facebook group, the church check-in. I'm gonna let you hear this nonsense or whatever of this babble. And again, this already looks like some organized. All right, let's go over the script. I'm gonna give you the scenario, and you just freestyle whatever. But you know what what to do. You know the points that you need to make. You know the agenda that you need to drive. Let's read the caption. It's cut off a little bit or whatever. It says, "Wow." He says he pays his woman $250K a year to a bank account he has no access to. So if he feels he does anything where she feels disrespected, she has a safety net. All right, so now we're putting a price tag on a relationship, and you getting a early termination fee attached to it if the relationship doesn't work out. So you're basically saying that you can be bought. You have a price tag, and you don't really care. You know that this relationship isn't going to work. So you have insurance for when it doesn't work, you can go ahead and be able to survive without this person. You're a dependent. And you're giving service away, whatever that is, and you're just pretty much saying that this is all I'm worth. This is all I'm about. But I blame niggas because you allow this shit. You allow this shit. If a woman just all about getting the money, what you need to be in a relationship with her for? Just pay her and fuck her and treat her like shit. If this is all you're going to do, why do you need to have to pay for a relationship? And don't give me this whole you paying indirectly, directly shit or whatever. That is no, we're not doing that. I understand about, oh yeah, well, if we're building something together, and yeah, no, that's totally different from, all right, if we're staying together in a house and we're married, I may pay the mortgage. You might have another job to do where you doing the laundry. You're bringing value, whether it's monetarily or whatever, you're bringing value to the squad, to the team. It ain't, oh, I'm doing everything or whatever, you doing nothing, you just going for the ride, you just looking cute and sexy. And, oh, well, I should be compensated because I do the laundry, I do the dishes, and I take care of the kids. Well, if we wasn't together, what would you be doing anyway? Minus the kids. You're saying you wouldn't be taking care of your own laundry? You wouldn't be taking care of your own bills? Or would you be trying to find another nigga to take care of your bills? Fuck the bills. You mean tell me that you can't take care of the fucking laundry? You can't wash the dishes? You can't cook? That's what you're saying. Oh, if you can't cook, then you're finding some other dude or whatever to take you out and pay your way to eat. That's why you got a lot of serial daters. But what are you doing inside of your own home? Yes, you work or whatever because, yeah, you have to get money for yourself or whatever. But even after you get off of work, you have to cook and clean and all this stuff or whatever and take care of yourself as a grown woman. Same as a man. So what makes you think that stops because you're in a relationship, or you supposed to get extra bonus points because you're doing something already that you were doing before? Even if the man was doing this on his own, he gives this to you, whatever, because all right, you want to do this or whatever because you're not putting up money for the bills or whatever. Then what are we talking about? But read it. Let's see what this Gypsy Jezebel got to say, and let's hear what this Trick Baby got to say.
I had given up so much control of myself that when he snatched everything from me, I was left rebuilding myself.
See, that's the problem, and that's why I pay my woman $250,000 a year. So if anything happens, she feels disrespected, I done something out of the character that she doesn't approve of, she has a safety net. And that $250,000 doesn't go to nothing but her in a bank account that I have no access to. Real men want to see you succeed. Now you have men with money that want to control you.
Yeah.
So you believe in keeping your assets, like she has a bank account that you have no access to. Does that mean you have that as well?
No. My money is her money, and her money is her money. My money is her money, and her money is her money. She has access to all my bank accounts.
Yeah, see, my situation wasn't like that. Now, when we broke up, there was like a severance package for me to restart, right?
Okay,
he did help me out there.
Okay.
But yeah, it would be like whenever we would go through it and you know, he was feeling like he wanted to take that Amex balance to zero, I would go swipe that card and it would get declined. So, you know, it was like he held the money over my head, and that became a problem.
Because that's men that only know how to lead with money. If a man can lead you in every aspect of your life, he's not going to pull money in and pull money out. You're not playing double dutch with the money.
Package for me to restart, right?
Okay,
he did help me out there.
Okay.
So you hear, first of all, this babble from this Trick Baby. We've seen this play before. Derek Jackson. They tell people what they want to hear, get their followers up, but they not doing this stuff. And they end up getting exposed. And party's over. Or some people still want to believe the show, whatever. It ain't no different when your grandmammy and all them, they used to watch the stories. Days of Our Lives, All My Children. All this is what this is. People getting wrapped in, and they want to emulate this stuff and really, really believe this shit. This is not fucking true. This ain't true. This is not real fucking life. And then you got these dudes that say this shit because they want to fit in with these type of bitches that want to hear that shit just to fuck. Look at fucking Angela Yee on here, whatever. She ain't no regular ass bitch, whatever. She's paid to do this shit, whatever. So she's on her Ricky Lake shit right now. She's on her Jenny Jones shit. How are y'all not seeing this bullshit? And it's making people look at men like, oh, why you ain't putting up $250K a year in my bank account that I can only access to, so when we break up, I'm good. What the fuck kind of shit is going on over here with this, man? This don't make no fucking sense. And y'all really believe in this shit. Then you got trick ass niggas arguing about this shit. Yeah, well, you ain't no real man. You ain't got it like that or whatever. You know what, man? Listen, I don't even really have to say much, whatever, but you see this bullshit. I don't even want to argue the fucking the general surface of man versus woman, I want to highlight who's behind the direction of all this shit. Who's pushing the buttons behind this shit? Did you ever think about that? Did you ever think about why certain content gets put out like this? And why certain shit goes viral like this? I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on there like that. Because it got to be something more. It was just organically. No. This shit is premeditated shit. This is already put into the system by the people. By them people. And I'm going to pull up some other shit or whatever so you can see what the hell is going on or whatever. Because like I said, this ain't no damn coincidence, man. Here go another one. Look at this gypsy broad. I don't know who these people is or whatever, but they just expose themselves. They put this message on and they expose themselves, and then yeah, let's see this. Who this?
Very, very real. I'm the one that paid the down deposit on our house. Let's not pretend that I'm not the one that paid for the Range Rover. Let's not pretend that I'm the one that paid for this whole fucking life that we live. Let's not pretend that. Let's not pretend. Let's not pretend. Oh, okay. Let's not pretend. Let's just be very, very.
So she's an influencer. You see how much these influencers gets paid, right? Because they're influencing y'all for this bullshit. They get paid this money, and even let's say they're making money like this, right? You're not gonna know because they can hype it up to make it seem like they're making more than what they is, right? But they get their fame and they get their followers up or whatever. They can fake it till they make it, or they can really be doing that. But there's always some truth in between what you see. So this one's pushing this agenda, I guess, that white men are better than black men or whatever, and black men, because black men ain't taking care of their women and they ain't shit. But then she with this white guy or whatever that I guess supposedly was portraying it like he was taking care of her, and that's the reason why black women need to get with white men. And then now all of a sudden they get into an argument and it gets highlighted that, oh, well, she's actually tricking off on him or supporting him, contrary to what she's putting out. And y'all fall for this shit all the time. The bitches is more gullible than niggas. I'm more mad at niggas for not having the fucking heart and the mind to stand up and analyze this shit and knock it off as bullshit. Stand your motherfucking ground. Like, man, we not doing this. We know what's up. We know what needs to be done, so it's going to be what it's going to be on our terms. We the ones that motherfucking move the needle. Not the man. And not no fucking gypsy Jezebel bedwench bitch. That's what a real man's supposed to do. Not fall in line with a fucking trend or a motherfucking a viral moment. You supposed to make the moments. Not get told what the fuck to say by the man or to impress some bitch. Now here's another one that is driving over to real news outlets, so they say. Hold up.
Which means, you know, a man who...
Man, really?
All right, listen, it was in the prompt, right?
Really? Who wrote that?
I mean, I say all that.
Jeez. Disgruntled.
This is just the reality of it. So women, you know, we're more educated now, and I think that we're furthering our education. So with that being said, we're going to hold off on the baby making. We're going to hold off until we get that great job, really career driven. And I don't think there's anything wrong with hoping that there's someone either on your level or higher than you.
So, okay.
Go ahead, love doctor.
All right. So before, right, it was okay when the man made more money to be the one to buy everything, to do, you know, treat you and all this other kind of stuff. And now that you make more money, you can't be that one, right? You can't be the one to pay for the meal and because you're dating down.
I hate that, yeah.
What is that about? It wasn't called dating down.
Right.
Yeah.
When men were the breadwinners and all that kind of.
It's called taking care
Now
of your
it's
family.
dating down.
Yeah.
What is that?
I have a feeling, though, that some of the issue here is that it may be the psyche of the men, that when they make less, they are insecure and it can
This
affect their
report is
relationship.
about the women complaining about the fact that,
they
oh,
don't
now
have-
I got to get
so,
a guy
yeah, I
that
guess
has
my
less
question
money
would be,
than me.
so are these women expecting the men to cover everything? They want those breadwinners, so they...
That's what it sounds like to me by this particular study. I have to date down now. What is that? You wanted to make more money, you make more money. What's the if there is a responsibility with making more money? First of all, I don't believe in any of it. But if there's a responsibility that comes with making more money, accept it. You wanted to make more money.
Right.
You know, are you going to find many men out there that makes as much as you do?
And my point is, so now you're going to, because we hear so much about women that are like, oh, there's nobody out there, there's no one out there, I can't find love, I'm getting too old. Now you're going to sacrifice the fact that you could find that love because the man's not making that much money, and you're going to date down?
All right,
No,
they're wrapping us. I have a
down.
feeling this is going to be our morning rush extra.
I
We
could
have a
do bad by
lot
myself.
left to say. All right, time now, 5:11. Let's get to what's ahead on
All
Morning
right.
Rush.
They are seeing
This is crazy that this was even on the news and this was even a conversation. But I'm glad that the guy stand on the business or whatever and told the truth or whatever. But now this is crossing over to news outlets to get in on this now. Y'all not seeing what the issue is? Y'all not seeing what the issue is with this? Like, this is crazy, man. But hold up. Go back. Let me go back real quick or whatever to something that I saw about the last joint that was talking about with the trick baby talking about some goddamn money and shit. So it's always one. I want you to look at these comments or whatever real quick or whatever and see what this Gypsy Jezebel bedwench and I'm going to say what just based off of the comments that she said or whatever, you already see what type of time that they on. So look, she says, I was in a relationship and the guy was wealthy and he did provide financially, but he was also a good partner too. When we decided to go our separate ways, he did look out and make sure I had everything and I needed to start new. My bank account was set up nicely. Also, this guy in the video was a real man and he doesn't want to see his lady with him or not doing bad after they are over. The arrangement may not be for everyone, but don't knock those who can do it. So again, we are celebrating shit like this. First of all right, if y'all in a relationship, everything was going good, why y'all not together no more? Okay, that's first of all. Second of all, if we supposed to be together, if what I look like, having all the money, you come in with nothing, and I'm not going to make sure that I put you in the right position or give you the tools to be able to make your own money. So you don't feel that I'm controlling over you and you got to be a fucking dependent on me. Because if you were dependent on me, what the fuck do I need you for? What value do you bring to me? I don't even have to give you, what the fuck? I can just give you a whole bunch of money and make you a millionaire or whatever. That don't mean shit. You can spend it all up, fuck it all up or whatever, and do dumb shit or whatever, and don't mean nothing. It's plenty of people that got a whole bunch of money that ended up doing a whole bunch of nothing with it. I'm supposed to keep giving you money? That means you're a fucking child. You're a dependent. I can see if you needed a push or just a crutch to be able to do something to make you some money or put you in a position where you're comfortable or you're able to do what you want to do. That's what a relationship and how a partnership's supposed to be. Not, oh, I got all the money, I'm going to splurge on you, I'm going to give you everything, I'm going to take care of everything, and you do diddly squat shit, but just look good, suck my dick, fuck me sometimes or whatever, and then after you complain about me being controlling and you have a hissy fit and you want to leave, then I'm just going to fucking give you some money, whatever. You're being leased. You're being leased. You're getting used as property. And you don't see the fucking long-term situation. So it's like, oh, well, I'm going to just keep this play going over. I'm going to just keep using niggas over and over. I'm going to just be chasing the bag. When are you going to fucking stop running for the bag? When are you going to be able to be like, okay, I've got what I need or whatever, and I'll be able to do for myself, not have a dependency on another fucking man? When is that going to happen? Yeah, then I said, it's pretty much temp agency relationship activities. Women just putting QR codes on themselves for sale, rent, or lease. I blame dudes for allowing this and thinking this shit is cool. Then she said, oh yeah, I'm not, but we're still friends. There was no drama on either, and we both decided to move on. We outgrew each other. Of course you're going to motherfucking celebrate because you're the beneficiary of the bullshit. You were leased and got an early termination fee paid to you. If that's your thing, we ain't knocking it, but we're going to call it what it is. Oh, you can call it whatever you like, but it wasn't a lease. I have a career and had one while with him, but he wanted to provide everything. That was his decision. Just like the man in this video. Why are you guys so against men taking care of his woman, partner, or wife? I said, do you know the definition of leasing? Y'all can look it up. You can pull it up. And then I said, taking care of a woman, partner, wife, while you're with them is one thing. Giving them money for when they're not together, for no more fun, giving them money for when we're not together, no more fun, is nasty work. All while you stack your own money with him. That's his choice. But again, go look at the definition of leasing, and it applies to you. And now you're not with him no more, so you got money from him, and you ain't have to take. You didn't have to take it since you have a career, but you still did it, so you were bought out of the contract, plain and simple. So again, when women complain about this 50-50 shit or whatever, and let's say the nigga is taking care of 100% of the bills, you're still working, and you're stacking your own money, not putting up towards nothing going on in this household, not towards no bills, not towards putting no money up for the child's school, for their future, nothing. You just splurging off or doing whatever or keeping this money as a safety net for your own self. All the while he's taking care of that, plus giving you clothes, gifts, all that shit. You're being selfish. You're not taking care of us. He's taking care of you, him, and us. But Jen, you're also taking care of yourself. You're looking out for yourself. He's looking out for all of us. You're looking out for yourself. Oh, and then obviously, then when y'all, if you decide, oh, we don't need to be together, you're gonna collect child support, try to get alimony, whatever. If you're married, all this shit. Then say, oh, niggas ain't shit, da da da. They don't take it. All this. All while you still have money stacked up or whatever for the money that you didn't have to pay out your own. And then you're still going to be able to work and then try to find somebody else to double dip again. Follow the money, niggas. Ask these questions. The math just ain't mathing. Simple. But y'all allowing this shit, man. Y'all allowing these women to get away with it. It's nasty work. But again, agenda's being pushed. Follow the money. And last, man, look at this shit right here, man. I already told you about these 20v1 bullshits or whatever. Like, somebody needs to get arrested for this shit.
Fight. Which one are you helping?
Like, look at this.
Helping? You gonna help her?
Like, you're already put, like, these are kids, you're training them to be actors and fucking IG camera people, TikTok choreographers, all this shit because y'all are so fucking hungry and so thirsty to get famous and viral, and no matter what it takes, whether it's the sacrifice of your children, you're gonna do whatever it takes to get on, get viral, and get popping. And get famous. And get clout. Now you got these fucking kids doing this dumbass 20v1 bullshit. I'm sick of this shit, man. This is why I pray for these kids. And it's going to take a situation where something happened, something real drastic happens, where somebody get caught up and going to get sued or some shit, whatever. Like, no, we're not allowing this shit no more. It's going to happen. And that's all I got to say, man. I'm sorry I had to go on my rant for 30 minutes, whatever. I hope somebody reads this and goes through and looks at this whole video, whatever, and analyze it. And I'm going to do a quick little motherfucking short to just give you the synopsis on what's going on and give you the rundown of like what's going on. But I'm sick of this shit, man. It's your boy King Moses, live from the porch, man. Keep praying for these kids, man. This is for the know, not the show.